start streaming. And it should pop over here. All right. We should be live. And it says that I'm live, right? We'll see. And I am live. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit there. It's a journey. It's a journey, baby. Let the room fill up just a little bit. Yeah. All right, nation. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to you, Prod. Shout out to you, Jay. Shout out to you, Mr. Right. Let's go. Come on. All right, that's enough of that. Turn it off, turn it down, turn it off and turn it down. I done blew about an hour trying to figure this thing out, man. They continue to do updates and upgrades and stuff like that, so it's out of my power. But I will say this, Cowboy Nation, that's what it's about, right? You got to be able to adapt to things and things like that, and that's just how it goes. And when we look at everything, we could talk about this team. Now, from a cynical aspect or from a critical eye, boy, we looked horrible last night, didn't we? Or yesterday, what have you. We looked bad, didn't we? Now, there is some optimism that you can come out with this and say, well, the offense put up a lot of money, right? They showed a will and determination and tenacity to get back to things, right? We can talk about that, right? But the reality of it is this, Cowboy Nation. We got a long way to go. We do. We got a long uphill battle, for one. For two, there's slight hesitations on the fandom, and we are seeing the knee-jerk reaction from many of people, including me. I'm not unscathed with this, right? If I could be transparent with you, you know. And here's the situation here, Cowboy Nation. We are technically and literally at the mercy of Jerry Wayne Jones and Stephen Jones, right? We are at their mercy because they are the ones that evaluate talent. They are the ones that go out there and scout. They are the ones that hire the coach. They are the ones that make all of the decisions. They are the ones that determine the outcome of the team, whether or not what we're going to do positively or whether or not it's going to be, hey, I'm walking around with on eggshells, right? Stevie, shout out to your horrible defense. Yes, Eastside Harold, thank you for the donation to help elevate the nation, man. I really appreciate your love and adulation for this thing. Shout out to your team as well. It was no wins in Texas last night, right, or yesterday, right? No wins whatsoever. All right, so let's go get this thing going one way or another. I had a full show laid out to you, but I'm in the mercy seat of time, right? Time is my enemy. Man, cut Worley. No. Look, we can't cut Worley. We can't boycott. I see somebody put down a boycott. You can't boycott the team because what we're gonna do this weekend, it just blow everything out of proportion, right? It's four games in, right? 4 games, that's all we is, 4 games in. And that's just the reality of it. Let me see. Oh, I hit the wrong button here. Damn. It's going to take me even longer now. Oh, my goodness. Let me know copy or if it's bunched up, if you guys got good audio and stuff like that. I done hit this button here and it's going to, oh, my goodness. It's going to take forever for this thing. Hit the wrong button, Cowboy Nation. There's no execution button, right? It's the execution button. I didn't execute well, right? Y'all remember my storyline? Here we go. Let me see if I can get out of here real quick. Talking about building the plane while it's in the air. Oh, yeah, it's spinning now. It's spinning on y'all end. I'm offline. Let me see if I can do it this way. Oh, my goodness. It went offline, right? Let me know if I'm back online. Hit the wrong button, man. I promise you. Audio good. Could it be just this stream right here? Let me see. God dog it, man. How you doing, guys? Let me see if I'm still online. Let me know. And it still got the old picture up there, right? See how this thing do? See how this thing does, man. Oh my goodness, they could have just left it where it was, though. YouTube. You can see and hear me. Okay, on my end, it's showing distortions. And on my end, it didn't take none of the updated thumbnail that I sent over. I promise you, man, they need to just go back to where it was. It wasn't broke the way it was, man. God dog. God dog, boy. I had a dope thumbnail and everything. This is going to be on the post-production then. Let me see where I was at. See, this type of stuff irks me, man. It does. It does. Let me see if I'm right.
Simple is, I don't care how hard they punch at the ball. I don't care.
Let me see if I can fast forward a little bit.
Oh, Stephen Jones, sir, good afternoon.
All right, so y'all can hear that. Let me know if y'all can hear that audio. I got about, let me see what time. Let me move my clock over here. Oh, I got anywhere from 10 minutes now. Jeez. All right, so let me hit play so you guys can hear.
Good afternoon.
So yesterday after the game, DeMarcus Lawrence said that we've got so much talent defensively, but also said he felt like the defense was playing soft and has to hold themselves to a higher standard. Do you feel like this defense has a lot of talent, and do you think thus far they have been playing soft?
Yeah, I just think we're just not executing, and we've just got a big challenge in front of us. I think Coach McCarthy said it best. Right now, the football we're playing is not winning football, and there's a pattern to it. We're losing the turnover battle. I think we're -7 for the year. We're starting slow. I think we've only had the lead for like 15 minutes out of 240 minutes. We're not stopping the run. And that's just a bad recipe. We're losing the time of possession. And, we just got a lot of work to do here. I think we do have a talented team, but that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean you're a good team.
Oh, man. Ebony Lady, what's good? Thank you for the $5 holla. Hi, Law. Hi, everybody. I still can't understand what's happening. Let me see if I can read the rest of it. And why the people in charge can't figure it out. And here's what we're saying. That's what I'm laughing about, and I really appreciate you for help growing this thing. This is what I'm laughing about, collectively speaking, of what he just said. Now, let's go back to the execution situation. And you guys know what I said about this many of times. I can draw out a beautiful play, wonderful design, and it's designed for Shaquille O'Neal to shoot the three. I want people in the chat box to let me know. Will he execute that play regardless of how I draw it up? Will he execute that play in a favorable time? Multiple times? If it's 9 times out of 10 or if it's 10 out of 10, how many times will Shaquille O'Neal execute that three if I draw it up perfectly? I want to know, people. I want to know. If I draw it up and I say, Shaq, shoot the three, you open. Shaq, make the three, you're open. How many times will he execute that plan? Well, execute it successfully. There I say. Robert J. Will we win 5 straight? Watch. We will. Okay. Thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be established. We can speak those things into existence, right? But I'm trying to get a question out of the Cowboy Nations. Somebody going to ask me. Somebody put the honest answer out there, right? Shamarcus says, hell no to the no. 9 times out of 10, yeah. 1 time out of 100, yeah. 1 out of 10, Brad. So what we're getting at, so now we remove the word execution because it's all about determinations of your heart, mind, soul, and sinew. The plays are drawn up for those guys to really hit, right? But I can sit there and say all day, but if I do not draw out a plan to benefit Shaq's skill set, then it doesn't matter what I'm doing as the coach. If I never put him down in the low post, if I never give him the ball when he's down there in the low post, then it removes everything. It's hard for me to get this through through Jerry Wayne Jones, right? And through Stephen Jones. The talent is there, right? But the heart is not there, right? The effort is not there. Look, Ezekiel Elliott is no different than when we turn on the TV and we look at other teams when they running the rock. The schemes is not there, right? No talent, wrong play. Yeah. So we got to craft up plays. We got to craft up designs that will benefit Shaq. Right now, we're playing football with a one-legged man. Right now, we're playing football with a half of a heart on multiple guys of this team, not willing to put their nose deep down inside to make tackles. Oh, my goodness. Let me play the rest of this clip.
But I do think we, have the right players out there. I think we've got a great group of guys. One of the best redeeming qualities of this team right now is that, they'll fight you to the end. And they don't give up. But, we just got to execute better. I know we're moving the ball on offense, but the turnovers are killing us, and we're not creating turnovers on defense. So, this team just has a lot of work to do.
In terms of the slow starts, obviously the defense gets picked on, but do you also feel like offensively with the turnovers that you referenced that the offense has been starting slow in these games?
Absolutely. I mean, we're 2 games in a row where we turn the ball over back-to-back plays. That's just not a recipe to win. We all know when you lose the turnover battle in this league, you're going to lose the game 90% of the time, and we're -7 for the year. So,
that's true.
As Coach McCarthy said, this is, it's one thing to say you had a bad game. This is a pattern. I mean, this is the type of football we're playing right now. And it's not winning football, and we have a challenge in front of us to go to work every day and get better.
All right, so when something is a pattern, what you got to do to change it, right? You got to change it, right? To bring forth a new pattern, you got to change it. What's the definition of insanity, Cowboy Nation? Can anybody help me out? Can anybody put the definition of insanity down? Because this pattern been going on for 25 years. We had Jason Garrett as head coach. Now we have Mike McCarthy as head coach. And the pattern is still the same. So what we do in life, or we can go way back to Wade Phillips, and of course we can start talking about Billy Parcells, but the situation is, what we do is, in life, we learn this way in elementary. Call it the common denominator. Y'all let me know what that definition is, too. What is the common denominator? Scott Simpkins, man, really appreciate you, man. Notice how, let me move this out the way. Let me pull this up. Appreciate you, Scotty. Man, really appreciate you. Notice how the defense come together when Sean Lee is out there. He's the leader of this. He's the general. I don't believe we have a true leader. Show me your leader. Point me out the leader. Yeah. Let's go.
So, Steven, speaking of kind of the talent on defense, Jeff Schwartz, former NFL offensive lineman, was breaking some film down of the game and showing how the Cleveland Browns were dominating the defensive tackles and getting them 2 to 5 yards pushed back by the time that whoever it was, Chubb or Hunt or whoever it was, getting to the line of scrimmage. And do you believe those guys are capable of holding their ground, or they're just not talented enough?
I believe they're very capable. I just think it's getting the technique right, getting what we want them to accomplish. We've seen all these players do it, whether it's Woods, whether it's Poe, whether it's Tristan Hill. By the way, I think Tristan's playing, of the group, he's playing really good football right now. But, it's just we've got to go to work. I mean, there's no excuses to be had here. We're not playing winning football, and we have to be better.
Is it tough for Jalen Smith to be successful? Is it just the defensive tackles getting pushed back into his lap that is having him off to such a tough start?
Yeah, I just think all the way around, when you're playing the type of football we're playing right now, there's no need to point a finger at any one thing. We've all got.
I got you, Steven. I got you. Wait a minute. When you're playing the form and the type of football that you're playing now, there's no reason to point or single out someone. Didn't he look, didn't he just point it out, Tristan Hill? Or I'm hearing things wrong. See, last time I did my review, I did it pre-recorded, but I thought that I'd go live like 95 and I'd do it so we all could be on the same page. Let me know if I'm wrong. So it's okay. It's okay to point out. It's okay to point out Tristan Hill. But it's not okay to point out Jalen. Let me know if y'all heard the same thing. I got him. Let me know. You should never sugarcoat this thing. Right now, I believe if we had a general manager that's not all in these news, because we don't hear Jaguars talking, right? We're not over here hearing the Giants talk. We're not over here hearing the Pittsburgh Steelers talk, or even the Texans, for crying out loud. They're not talking, right? But this team, we are the only team to do the COO speaking in front of the press conference. He's fitting in right with the daddy shoes. Right now, don't you guys know that it will echo louder and it will feel right down into the heart of Jalen Smith? If the COO would have said, we need Jalen Smith to step it up, we paid him his coin, we paid him his bag, we paid him his money, he got his brand deal. We need for him to play better. Yes, he ain't playing right. He ain't shedding. He's not disengaging. He's falling all over the ground like Family Guy. Oh, my goodness. And I love Jalen. I love him. But he's lying. This is the definition of lying, to kick it. Because he refused to say, hey, Jalen, dog, you need to play a little bit better, bro. But he coddling. That's coddling. Look, I kid you not, man, the reason why I had good grades in school or what have you is because I refused to come home and show my mom the report card of a C. Because she would look me in my face, in my eyes, and say, baby, we don't accept C's around here. We don't accept it. No Nintendo. No toaster strudels, whatever it may be, My two older brothers, they had it naturally. They had all A's and B's naturally. I was the only sucker that was sitting there studying like, God dog, why I can't pick it up hard, right? Why I can't pick it up easy, I meant to say. But she held me to the same standard. That's a good mother there, man. Damn good mother there.
Got to be better.
Steven, are you unhappy enough to make any drastic changes either in personnel or with coaching right now?
We just have to be better. We've got to go to work. Now's not the time to think about things like that. We have to be better. We've got to go to work. We've got to bring in lunch bucket. And I'm very convicted about this staff. I'm very convicted about this team. But right now, we're not playing winning football.
Can you tell us more about what you just said? Because I think all of our fan base and we're all super intrigued by that point. What is it that has you convicted about these guys, these men, this organization, and this team in particular?
Mm-hmm. Well, in particular, we've had a lot of these guys we've had, and they're here because they play hard, they work hard, they're the right type of guy, if you will.
Did he just say the right type of guys, and we had these guys before? Appreciate you, Stelios, 300, man, Cowboys. Thank you so much for the $10 holler. He said, preach, Lord, preach. Oh, my goodness. My mom wouldn't accept anything. She wouldn't accept those C's, baby. She wouldn't accept it. No mediocrity over here, And then she said, okay, your two other brothers, they had A's and B's. One of them graduated with a 4.9, 4.3, I didn't graduate with a 4.3, but I graduated, though, you know what I'm saying? But I was held to that standard, right? There was no lackadaisy stuff. And that's coming from football practice. That's coming from track practice. That's coming from all of those other extracurricular activities. That's coming from choir practice, right? But these guys is on this field, they are not held to the same standards. It would be nice for these guys on the field right now to the 90s standards. To even when Staubach was playing, right? Standards, right? But they just get back and they say, okay, it's okay. And he said, we had these guys before? Newsflash. What have these previous guys won us before? How many Super Bowls did they win? How many playoff games did they win? The guys that you had before? How many games? How many battles? Where your war wounds at?
And so, believe in this group. I mean, they're fighters. A lot of teams would have, not finished. And, this team's finished and gave themselves a chance to win on every one of these games in spite of the turnovers, in spite of some of the things we're doing. This is a new staff. It can take time. It's no excuse. There's a lot of new staffs in this league that come in and, are winning games, and we can do the same thing. But I believe in our staff, and I believe in our players.
So he believe in the staff, he believe in the players. So how much longer can we go with this? Because we can go back to 2018 and probably week 2, week 3, we would hear the same verbiage, right? Now, I'm pressed for time. I got to go leave. I got to go run some errands. But I will say this, Cowboy Nation. We got to start holding these owners. We got to hold them. We got to hold them accountable too. We got to put their feet to the fire. I know it's hard to reach out to them, but we're seeing it right in face value of what Stephen Jones is saying, and he's not watching tape because he said these guys are fighters. When you go back and watch that last play that Odell Beckham ran all the way in on the touchdown, you see lack of effort. Go to my Instagram page. Go to Big Game James page. And this is tough love. I'm sorry if you guys looking for that soft love because I don't give it here. My own daughter know that she's not going to get it from daddy. I love her to death, but it's tough love. This is tough love. This is flat out tough love to millionaires. We got to give it to them. We can't just be sitting around here and allowing this and accepting this. He's not watching film, guys. And I will say this again. I said it previously before on one of my feeds. A person with a strong will and determination can dig a ditch faster with a spoon than a lazy man can with a crane. Let that sink into your mental. This Cowboys team is filled with guys with crane type of capabilities, but they lazy. They lazy. You don't see the effort shedding through your block, shedding through your disengaging, ripping off, watching the plays go by, watching somebody squeezing through, allowing them to grab you first. What's going on with that? Are we supposed to accept this? And we blaming it on a pandemic? COVID? Anything you do in life, Cowboy Nation, and beyond, if you put your mind to it, I promise you, you will be successful. I said this before on my last live stream. The race, and I'm taking you guys to church, but this is real good stuff. Write this down. The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor the mighty, but it's to he that if endureth to the end. Fight every inch on that field. Make sure, especially in your house. Everything I'm saying to you guys, you can apply to your life. Fight through the echoes of the whistle. Don't give up. Stop walking around. Make sure when you land on them, stay down on them. Don't pick them up. Look them in the eyes after you tackle them. And let them know that this is going to be a war. My goodness. But we laugh. We pat them on the back. We help them up when they're down. We smiling. And the first thing they do is they laugh and joke about you. Oh, my goodness. They all everywhere. Every other team can lose. But when the Cowboys lose, there's 30 segments on every TV screen. These players, when they lose, I got 2 more minutes. When these players, when they lose, they go back to their $1 million homes, right? And I'm not talking about remuneration. It's hard to count other people's pockets. But we, as fans, we get the blunts. We get the blows. We get it from all over the fanfares or where have you. Oh, my goodness. Let me know how many segments was on other teams when they lost today. Everybody breaking down the Cowboys film. You let a team named the Cleveland Browns put up half of 100 points on you. If I was a coach, I'd say, man, I'm going to take a good fine today because these guys not finna go back into the locker rooms when the time is expiring. They not finna go back to their loved ones. We finna stay here. We're going to go over all of this stuff. If you want to leave, you can leave, but don't come back. If you want to leave, you can leave. That's been my time. Cowboy Nation, I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Derek, really appreciate you, man. Missing Jeff Heath right about now. Oh, man, DJ, turn me up, DJ. Yeah. Hey, I still love the Cowboys, and I know you guys do too. But this is going to be some hard love right here, Cowboy Nation. That's just what it is. They can come back and say, F all of us. We were just fans. We watching the game. We're not out there on the field. They putting their blood, sweat, and tears out there. Well, I don't know what kind of blood and sweat and tears that is. Because it's damn sure ain't silver and blue blood. It definitely ain't that. It ain't. Let's be real with it. They saying they playing with passion. We seeing people not going all the way through plays. We seeing people let up. Where they do that at? Oh, in Cowboys land. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. They got to wake up. Come on, coach. We didn't pay you to look cute on the sideline. Let's get it going. We out. Appreciate you.